What's cracking, YouTube? This is all the stuff I take camping. Right, starting off over here. This is what I believe to be an old army ammo pouch. I paid £1 for it at the market, and I just basically put loads of little gubbinsy bits inside that, inside my big bag, so I don't have to ferret around looking for small things. This is a mosquito net that you can put over your head. This is a big mosquito net that I put over my bed. See what I did there? And this is my bed. Well, it's not my bed, it's a hammock. It's still my bed. I'll show you how I do this tomorrow, because this isn't the best system in the whole world. If you can get a hammock with a built-in fly net, do so, because this is like thoroughly annoying to do. But yeah, you work with what you got, don't you? Just a little pouch for putting my bits that I use regularly in, so like, you know, torches, multi-tool, blah de blah. Just a couple of bits of food, some breakfast bars, some cup of soups, and some coffees. This is this is a sling made from paracord. It's using one piece of paracord. I see it somewhere on YouTube. Again, with most of the things that I've seen on YouTube, I can't remember where I've seen them. But thank you, whoever showed us. And I'm sure everyone else feels the same. I can't use it. I'm crap at it. I really am. But, you know, one day I might learn. Got a catapult rubber here for making a catapult out in the field. Where we got? There we are. Multi-tool. It's got a knife on it, a saw on it, a little screwdriver thingy-bob, and a can opener, and that. I'll show you at some point. I can't bother to get it out right now. A fire steel. Just, I believe in there is some cotton wool balls soaked in Vaseline, and then put in some stuff. I'll go through that on a separate video, but that's just basically the gear that I use for tools, if you like. Torch on the back, and the knife sharpener, paracord bracelet with the ferro rod in it and the little whistle, a hand pump, light torch thingy bob, the fire kit gubbins, just more stuff that you can set fires with. Again, I'll go through that in greater detail at a later date. My tarp that I've got to cut down and make better, because at the moment it's too big and just turd. I might do a video about that, probably will. My roll mat with the silver covering on it to reflect the heat. Just a metal cup and a metal bowl. My sleeping bag, which is a 2 seasons sleeping bag, I believe. It says 4 seasons, but you know it's not going to be. Because it's cheap. That's why you know it's not going to be. A fleece blanket that I use in conjunction with this inside of it to keep me extra warm. A washing up bowl. A fold up washing up bowl. But you could use it as like a little basket or collect water in it. There's a few things you could do with that. Towel, water bottle and a hat. Some tin foil, loo roll and baby wipes, because got to have a clean bottom. Some socks. Under here we've got a thin, there you go, a thin oven tray that we're going to try and cook some steak on tomorrow. Some Brillo pads. I've got to remember not to put my hand over the microphone on my phone, so if it looks a bit awkward, it's because it really is. Some paracord, first aid kit, a head torch, pretty cushy little head torch. You can flip that thing up and down so you can have red light or white light. Some cable ties if I'm being lazy. Cut them off the trees afterwards. This is pretty cool. A little light bulb that you can hang up. There we go. Knife and forks. Little plastic poncho that I tend to use more as a bag cover than an actual poncho, but you know, you can just chuck it over your head and over your bag. Knee pad. Ooh. Survival straw that I haven't used yet. Probably will at some point. Hopefully I don't have to use it, because I take water with me, and it is really only for a survival situation, and hopefully I don't get myself into a survival situation. but I probably will test it out at some point. I haven't yet, simply because I don't really see any point in doing it. If it doesn't work and it makes me ill, then I'm going to feel like an idiot. And if it comes to a survival situation and it doesn't work and it makes me ill, well, what can I do about that? You know, I can't send it back to eBay then. But there's no point sullying it and making it all dirty now just for the sake of seeing if it works. I'm just going to assume it does because that's what it's designed to do. Spare battery for my torch. Lofty Wiseman's SAS Survival Guide. Pretty good. Decent little pocket survival guide. Not too expensive. This was $5.99. I don't know if the prices have changed. They probably have. It's a couple of years old, but I mean, it's worth having. It weighs next to nothing. It can fit into a pocket, and there's so much information in there. It gives you something to read as well while you're camping. Pretty sure I pointed out the first aid kits. There's a couple of extra bits and pieces in there, like my little fishing kit and so forth. But I'll do extra videos about them if people are interested. Some hand gel to keep your hands clean. Some like protective eyewear for, well, just if you need to protect your eyes. There's plenty of reasons why you could. This is my little homemade stove. As you can see, it's got a little beer can stove that I made in there. I see most people use 2 cans for this. I only used 1, so I might do a video on that, but because I'm thinking of redoing it anyway. I think I've got too many big holes, and I'd prefer to have loads of small holes. Looking at the design of like properly produced ones, so we will see. I might do a video about that. We get off. All right. Well, anyway, there's a bit of rubber heat-proof material just for picking it up if it's hot. It's for hanging it up. That's what I keep my meths in. Little bag it comes in, and these are what I slide through to put my little stove onto. Just keeping it wrapped up in plastic in case it's dirty. Moving on over here, we've got my solar charger, and thankfully the bag I've got's got, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see through it. Hopefully the sun will still charge it while it's in that bag. Here's hoping, and here's hoping it's waterproof because I live in England and it rains all the time, no matter what season. Plenty of pockets in here. It's a Fortune, something or other. It's like, I think it was under 20 quid from eBay. Yeah, does all right. It's not got a frame or anything like that, but when I was carrying quite a lot of gear, it's fairly comfortable, so I'm quite pleased with it. Side pockets, your bottles. Like I said, a few pockets on the front, a pocket on the top. Doesn't come with a rain jacket thing for it, so that's why I use the poncho for it. And then yeah, quite big. I think it's 65 litres, something like that. It's got hip supports and all this. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Wow. Do you know what? Oh yeah, and my Crocs, yo. I've done this several times now, and each time it's taken me about 20 minutes. I just done this in like 8 minutes. That's some crazy speed. Yeah. There you go. Just goes to show you, with practice, you can improve. So, right, yeah. Any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try and answer them, and hopefully be able to see some of this in action tomorrow.